Where did Phonk come from? Who made it? And how did it garner worldwide fame? Well, before Phonk blew up on TikTok, took over Spotify, and put other genres in complete chokeholds, Memphis rap was already taking shape in the late 80s and early 90s. Even though Memphis is one of the most dangerous cities in America, it's also the birthplace of rock and roll, the home of the blues, and of course, the mother of Memphis rap. Antonio D. Kimbrough, DJ Spanish Fly, was born in 1970 in Memphis, Tennessee, growing up in a small neighborhood of Clementine in the south of the city near Elvis Presley Boulevard. He was raised in a religious home, and he would often help his community, volunteering as a junior firefighter and participating in Boy Scouts. Many will say Fly's music started at the club or on the street freestyling, but the truth is, I believe his father played a huge role in guiding him towards music early on. Fly's father, a blind pastor, often needed help getting to and from work. He hosted a show on the radio every Sunday. Fly would help guide him there, but once his show was in session, young Fly would wander around the studio in awe and amazed by the equipment. It was here Fly knew he wanted to be a DJ.
And I used to go on there every Sunday morning, man, and all I seen was these knobs, the old vintage mixing boards, the 45s that they spin that was in the jackets, the phones, headphones, and I was like, man, one day I want to be a DJ.
Throughout the early years, Fly's family would continue to give him what support they could. His mom buying him a record player and eventually a boombox for his birthday. He would use it to DJ for kids on the bus.
For my birthday, she bought me boombox. I immediately started recording. I used to take my radio to school on the school bus.
To and from school. This is where DJ Spanish Fly would really start DJing. He felt the responsibility to the kids and the bus driver to make sure everyone was entertained and everyone stayed safe.
To me, it was like, I got a responsibility now. I have to entertain these kids every day.
Eventually, Fly's passion would turn more serious, and he would create a group called the True Blue Crew, partnering with local rapper Muddy Rappin' Fishbone. They became a big part of their underground hip-hop scene and genuinely appreciated their fans. So much so, they went as far as selling their blood to make sure there were drinks and snacks served at their shows. Unfortunately, Muddy Rappin' Fishbone got incarcerated, and this left DJ Spanish Fly alone to develop this new sound. Fly would continue to practice, and eventually started entering into competitions at local clubs. But one club in particular was infamous within the Memphis rap scene, and is still talked about to this day. Before it was the famous Club No Name or Club Expo, it was a country club owned by Bob Newman. Originally, the club catered to a predominantly white audience, playing things like country and disco. As things began to transition away from disco, the ownership of the club tried to stay in touch, and they started hosting competitions and playing new genres like hip-hop. In 1986, Fly would enter into one of these hip-hop competitions where he would scratch, beatbox, and freestyle his way to a victory, catching the attention of the club's higher-ups and earning his respect in the underground scene. But even after winning, not much would really change initially for Fly's career. He would have to wait a few months before hearing anything from anyone. The regulars at the club would encourage Fly to continue to come hang out and be a part of the culture. This is where Fly would meet the house DJ at the time,
Ray the J, Sonny D. They all was like, Fly, stick around, man. We ain't got nothing for you right now, but just stick around, man. We like the style, the owners, them, they love you, Bud Chittum and them. They love you. And so I started just sticking around and hanging around. And I come in there early set and do a little warming up and all of that. And so finally, eventually, like maybe about 2-3 months later on, something happened within the family. Sonny D ended up quitting.
They would take turns spinning records. Only when DJ Fly was on, the crowd was jumping. As disco was slowly on its way out, these new gangster rappers were on their way in. This was the beginning of something truly unique. Eventually, Newman would sell the club to a man named Bud Chittum. Chittum was a famous restaurateur who owned many clubs in Memphis, and was even honored with a brass note for his cultural influence his restaurants had. Under new management, they would rebrand the club again to Club Expo. Chittum would offer Fly DJ's position, and Fly would accept.
That's when, that night, Ray the J came to me and said, Fly, you hired. We're gonna take Sonny D's Sundown. His name is Sundown. I know about Kevin, Sundown Kid. And I was like, wait a minute, that's my guy. Like then Sundown was like, that was like my guy. Like
Right. Exactly.
Now that DJ Spanish Fly was working the clubs, it didn't take long for him to gain a loyal following. With his music now on the radio and his cassettes being handed out at the front door, this job would amplify his influence even more, eventually leading to his most legendary track, the Gangster Walk. The song sampled drag rap, Trigger Man by the Showboys, a two-man rap group from Queens, New York. This song is extremely influential in Memphis rap and has been sampled thousands of times. On top of that, he also sampled MC Shy D. Together, they would mesh incredibly well, and that was the birth of the Gangster Walk, a song that Fly threw on the tape to fill up space. The track would spread like wildfire, and is still regarded as one of the most culturally significant songs in Memphis rap history. But if Memphis rap and funk are different, why is all of this so important? Why should you care about the origins of the sound, or culturally significant moments of where funk really came from? I think it's important because we need to understand the influences previous generations left on the younger generations and pay homage to the real OGs and the true impact they had on later artists and music.
So why we got that type of influence and then people coming behind and following the trends that we done paved the way, but then we ain't get no acknowledgement.
DJ Spanish Fly's legacy would go on to influence people like DJ Zerk and DJ Squeaky, Tommy Wright III, and many others. But its influence doesn't stop there. It would later influence groups like 3 6 Mafia, who would bring the sound to the mainstream stage.
Hey, yeah, man, what's up? This is the guy right here, man.
People, Spanish Fly.
Spanish Fly is the motherfucking man. M-Town, baby, turn up!
That's why I think it's important. Fly's influence really did transcend multiple generations, and what he accomplished continues to be replicated in various ways to this day. When Fly was coming up, he would face many challenges of that era. There was no internet, no TikTok, no Spotify playlists, or digital samplers. There were cassettes and a do-it-yourself hustle that the funk community would later adopt. And a lot of what Fly accomplished was a result of hours of practice in a craft that he hoped one day would pay off. Most of Fly's work was done on analog equipment with drum machines like the DR660 or the TR808, accompanied by some turntables and a mixer, long before digital samplers were easily accessible. Fly was making complex music long before his time, and people are still trying to catch up.
I'm a crazy motherfucker. This shit ain't funny. I'm a crazy motherfucker. Bitches on my dick. I'm a crazy motherfucker. Niggas make me sick. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I got a dope charge. I'm a crazy motherfucker. I've been behind bars. I'm a crazy motherfucker. Hit me, Jack. I'm a crazy